According to the United Nations Refugee Agency, every 1 in 122 humans is displaced, seeking asylum, or is a refugee within his or her own country because of war. In 2014, that number represented 59.5 million persons globally. Angelina Jolie is an Academy Award-winning actress, director, and film producer, but she is also a worldwide humanitarian. Often putting her own life on the line to help others, I believe that it's her dedication to the humanitarian efforts that is most worth noting. Over the remainder of my presentation, I'll provide you with more information about her career as an actress, director, and a producer, her worldwide humanitarian efforts, and the Jolie Pitt Foundation. We'll start by taking a look at Angelina's work in Hollywood. When I asked the class how many awards they thought Angelina had won, the majority of the class thought it was 39. However, according to the Internet Movie Database owned by Amazon, Angelina has actually won 47 awards. Angelina has starred in over 45 Hollywood films, and she has also lent her voice to 2 children's movies. She has directed 5 films and also produced 7 additional films. Although Angelina is an accomplished Hollywood star, it is her worldwide humanitarian efforts that are most impressive. Angelina could have simply donated millions of dollars to the worldwide refugee crisis. She has the funds to do so. However, she took it one step further and became personally involved. In the year 2000, while filming the Tomb Raider series in Cambodia, she became keenly aware of the devastation the country had suffered because of war. After the film was finished, Angelina sought help from the United Nations and asked how she might help them. 3 weeks later, she found herself on a plane to Sierra Leone, Africa, to help in their Civil War crisis. On August 21, 2001, she was named to the role of Goodwill Ambassador to the United Nations, where she would travel to over 30 countries all over the world, advocating for displaced persons and those facing a crisis. In 2012, she would be appointed to the Special Envoy for the United Nations. Although she would still be involved in field work, her mission now would focus more on a mass displacement, permanent relocation, and solutions for displaced persons. One of her most recent travels took her to Malta to discuss the Syrian refugee crisis that is currently happening. Along with Angelina's dedication of time to her humanitarian efforts, she has also created a foundation to help financially support her causes. In 2003, along with her husband Brad Pitt, Angelina began the Jolie Pitt Foundation in Cambodia. It is through this foundation that they have donated more than $30 million to provide enhancements and needed services to underdeveloped countries. One of the biggest donations came from the Pitts themselves. In 2008, after Angelina and her husband Brad had their twins, they sold the first photos of those twins to People magazine for $14 million, all of which was donated to the Jolie Pitt Foundation. In conclusion, Angelina Jolie is not only an Academy Award-winning actress, film producer, and director, she is also known around the world for her humanitarian efforts. In my speech, I have covered her awards, her accomplishments, and her roles in Hollywood, her efforts as a humanitarian, and the Jolie Pitt Foundation. Angelina was quoted as saying, "I'm very much looking forward to growing older. I want to be an exhausted older woman, but with a very full life behind me and one still going." With her extensive career as a Hollywood star and her commitment to helping those in need, I think she is well on her way to achieving that.